My message to you today is really simple. You need to have a plan for your life, but at the same time be alert to new opportunities as they arise and be open to altering your path. Sometimes great opportunities come just from being in the right place at the right time. And then, most importantly, be mindful that your successes are seldom, if ever, solely your own. Be aware of the role that others play in your success and be sure to thank them. And particularly today, be sure to call your mother. For more than 40 years, Virginia Tech, and most importantly you, our students, have been my abiding passion. I left a career in the private sector to pursue this passion for teaching with the profound belief in the transformative power of education. These 14 years I've had the privilege of serving as president have really been the highlight of my career in education. And when I sat where you are today, many years ago, I could not have foreseen the path that would bring me to this podium today. I knew, as you do, that I had gained an invaluable education as a Hokie, an education that gave me the confidence that I could go out into the world capable and ready for what it had to offer. Though I've been told that you have to draw on your imagination, which I try to do, I never dreamed of the experiences I would have or the turns my career would take. Who would have envisioned that an architect becoming a vice president for development? But as it turns out, being a fundraiser is a pretty useful experience in being a university president. Most of all, I never envisioned all the things that could be accomplished by working with and for so many great people. Earlier this week, I did announce my plans to step down as president of this great university. Together with our stellar faculty and staff, we have now achieved many, many goals that we set out when I started in the year 2000, and we've seized a lot of opportunities as they arose to advance the strategic goals of the university. We set out to become the top research university in the country. We grew our research programs from 190 million in 2000 to more than 450 million today. We set out to continue to seek our students and improve the quality of the academic enterprise, while at the same time making education more affordable. Then we expanded our financial aid programs. We created the Funds for the Future initiative and completed a major fundraising campaign, surpassing the $1 billion goal and raising funds for scholarships and fellowships and facilities. And you who are graduating today are really a testament to the caliber of our student body, which is really extraordinary. And as you look around the field at your fellow graduates, you'll see a much more diverse group than you would have had in the year 2000. I set a goal to increase our underrepresented student population, and even since 2005, we have increased our underrepresented undergraduate enrollment by 55%. We're also thrilled to learn a couple of days ago that the number of underrepresented students in our fall 2000 entering class is up 9% over last year. And the principles of community, something that we all share and hold dear, they didn't exist in 2000, and now they are an integral part of Virginia Tech's culture. We set out to address the critical space needs, and we have added more than 3 million square feet of space, valued at more than $1 billion to the university since 2000. And this was primarily for the much needed classrooms and instructional and research facilities, student services, and athletics. We committed to improving the university's fine and performing arts, and we will soon see the completion of this new and amazing fine arts center. While we did not envision the relationship with Carilion Clinic in 2000, we did seize the opportunity several years later to partner with Carilion to establish the Virginia Tech Carilion School of Medicine. Because of the unique research enterprise, it would enable us to create the Virginia Tech Carilion Research Institute, and now we're doing truly groundbreaking work in brain research. Actually, in the year 2000, we didn't really have a plan to leave the Big East, but we seized the opportunity when it arose to realize a 50-year-old dream of Virginia Tech to join the Atlantic Coast Conference. Now, I wanted to make a point that in referring to all of these accomplishments, I use the pronoun we. We followed a plan, We seized opportunities that could not have been foreseen, and we have been successful. And together we lay the groundwork for the plan for a new horizon that will guide the university's future. So I'd like to publicly express my appreciation and gratitude to our outstanding faculty and staff and our alumni and all of our students for their commitment to this university and its missions, and particularly to our students whose enthusiasm really brightens our day every day that we're here on campus. The faculty have been your teachers and mentors, and they have brought national and international recognition to the university through their teaching and scholarship, and they have rejoiced in your accomplishments. This commencement ceremony is a time for us to celebrate your individual and your unique successes. All of us gathered here today are brimming with pride in your accomplishments and full of anticipation for the opportunities that will await you. And we have great hope and great confidence in your success. But the truth, if we dare admit it, is that our successes rarely are ours alone. Yes, success certainly requires determination and hard work and good judgment and knowledge and talent and a host of other traits that an individual must possess. But no matter how brilliant you are or how hard you work, your success will nearly always depend in part on others. You know how hard you worked to reach this milestone today, the papers, the research projects, the all-nighters at the Math Emporium. But that is just part of the picture. You likely had parents or other important adults in your life who stressed the importance of an education and study skills and who helped to finance your education. And what about the grandfather or the elementary school teacher who inspired you and helped to instill in you a sense of self-confidence? Or the classmate who shared with you their notes when you were unable to make a class? And were there any occasions when, for one reason or another, you couldn't pull your own weight on a group project and other people stepped in and helped you out tremendously? And I would wager that in any group project you were involved with, the end product turned out better when all the group members contributed their ideas together. Much better than if you'd just done it alone. So when you go out into the workforce, the first person who will contribute to your success will be the employer who sees your potential and decides to give you a chance to prove yourself. And once you're hired, hopefully you will have a few mentors along the way to guide you. Throughout your career, other people will play a critical role in your success or the lack of it. You'll have to work with and through other people, so it's vitally important to be willing and able to relate to them. No amount of technical expertise or computing capability will substitute for your developing the ability to listen and to truly understand the points of view of others. This grows even more challenging as we are involved on a daily basis in the global marketplace that permeates every facet of our lives. You've had an opportunity through your education here to live and study with people from different socioeconomic backgrounds, geographic regions, cultures, races, ethnicities, religions, and continents. Carry the principles of community with you when you leave here. If you treat people genuinely with dignity and respect, they will be there for you. If you act with fairness and honesty and follow through on your promises, you will likely inspire them to do the same. And if you ask more of yourself than you ask of others, they will give you more than you ask of them. If you value their contributions and freely acknowledge them, their contributions will multiply. If you take a genuine interest in the goals and aspirations and indeed the struggles, they are more likely to look for ways to be your ally, and even when you don't agree, rather than your adversary. Developing a sense of values is a lifelong task. It is very important to know what you believe in. You know, ethical dilemmas don't show up on your desk or in your life with flashing lights. Often they are very subtle. And you are challenged to make some of these key life decisions. It is important to know what you value and what your belief system is. And developing that is a lifelong task. My point is that achieving great success doesn't require that you be superhuman, but rather that you simply be human. And most successful people, real achievers, are lifelong learners, constantly seeking new skills, insights, and ideas. They are the ones that Thomas Edison had in mind when he said, if we did the things we are capable of, we would truly astound ourselves. So I have great faith in your future and in the future of our alma mater. Virginia Tech is a dynamic university with an indomitable spirit, an entrepreneurial culture, the creativity and the ability to leverage our strengths, and the willingness to take calculated risk that sets us apart from other universities and propels us forward. The promise of this university eclipses all of the challenges. Just as I couldn't when I sat here on commencement day, you cannot imagine the journey that lies before you. It's going to be challenging, but I assure you it will be exhilarating. So find your passion and dare to pursue it. I expect that you will continue to amaze yourselves and all of us with what you accomplish in the years ahead. However, you can start on all of that tomorrow. For today, one final point. No matter how extraordinary they may be, life's accomplishments are so much more fulfilling, so much more meaningful when shared with loved ones. So revel in the joy of this special day, celebrate your accomplishments, celebrate all those lives who have touched yours and helped bring you to this point, and rejoice with your family and friends. Your success today is also a tribute to them. So to close, I offer my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2013. Go out and invent the future.